inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink.
That's nothing I ever feared. I don't fear no man on earth, nor woman, but I do serve a higher power.
Deontay Wilder is one of the most feared boxers in the heavyweight division. He holds the power to end any man's career with a single punch, knocking out nearly everyone who stands in his way, amassing a record of 43 wins, 42 by knockout, and only 2 losses with 1 draw. He managed to become the WBC champion in his boxing career and is currently in talks to possibly fight Andy Ruiz or Anthony Joshua. This is 5 times Deontay Wilder showed unhuman-like power in the boxing ring. Before we get any further into the video, consider subscribing for more boxing content. Deontay Wilder would have his professional boxing debut in 2008 against Ethan Cox. Ethan Cox held a record of 2 wins and 2 losses, and 1 draw. Wilder would be taking Cox into the second round before getting a knockdown.
Flex. O właśnie, odskoczył I prawa kontra. Klasyczna akcja.
With less than 10 seconds left in the round, Deontay Wilder would pounce onto Ethan Cox, hitting him with a right and left hand before sending him to the canvas.
Wilder na prawy, jeszcze raz, no już teraz koniec pojedynku, tak.
The ref would end the fight, giving Deontay Wilder a win by technical knockout. It was this night that his star was born. Although Wilder was unconventional with his style of boxing, he still had crazy power. Deontay Wilder versus Travis Allen. Allen had a record of 3 wins and 4 losses and would make Deontay Wilder's 7th opponent. Deontay Wilder would be 6-0 with all his wins being by way of knockout.
So with another look for us at the Olympic bronze medalist from Alabama, Deontay Wilder faces Travis Allen. It is the 7th fight of Wilder's career. And here is the late-blooming Deontay Wilder from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Wilder would drop Allen in the first round in only 30 seconds.
Type from St. Joseph, Missouri, the same town that produced the victim.
Allen would recover and get back up, but it wouldn't take long before he would get knocked down again in the first round. This time the ref would call the fight after counting to 8.
The outcome is going to be the same.
There's your second knockdown, a minute 20 into the fight. By the way, there is a 3 knockdown rule in effect, so
I think
if he does rise, this fight will end soon.
Yeah,
Fight's over.
Wilder again would get another win by way of knockout, making him 7-0. Wilder would go on to establish a great record full of knockouts, and his next opponent would be no different. Deontay Wilder would face Damon Reed in 2011. Reed had a lot of experience, having a record of 46 wins and 15 losses. Wilder would show his sheer power in this fight, landing multiple effective and powerful jabs before ending the fight in the second round. Three fights later, Deontay Wilder would be facing 11-1 David Long. David Long would weigh in at 228 pounds, while Deontay Wilder would only weigh in at 215 pounds. But it didn't matter when it came to weight, the outcome would be the same as always. Wilder would knock out David Long in 1 minute and 17 seconds, adding yet again another knockout to his record.
So you can see he's a big old lump. Still an athlete though, Steve, isn't he?
I mean, the crowd are getting behind.
Ooh, hey! There's Deontay Wilder, the referee. I like.
Deontay Wilder would go on to beat 5 more opponents by way of knockout before facing Kelvin Price, who had a record of 13 wins and 0 losses. At this time, Deontay Wilder was 25-0 and was knocking out whoever dared to step in the ring with him. Both fighters came in with similar physical features, with Deontay Wilder standing at 6 feet and 7 inches and Kelvin Price at 6 feet and 6 inches. Deontay Wilder had a reach of 83 inches and Kelvin Price had a reach of 82 inches. The major distinction between the two was the weight. Deontay Wilder weighed in at 223.5 pounds, while Kelvin Price weighed in at 240 pounds.
The height and reach of these two fighters is extraordinary, even for heavyweights, and both of these men rely on their jabs to control fights, so clearly that's a factor.
But like all of Deontay Wilder's fights, his weight made no difference on the outcome. Deontay Wilder would knock out Kelvin Price in round 3 with a powerful right hand.
You know, he went across the Atlantic too. That shot! Price down and maybe out as the referee administering the count.
Deontay Wilder is by far an athlete who has raw talent in the sport of boxing, being gifted the power to knock out any man. From here, Wilder would go on to win the WBC champion before fighting Tyson Fury for one of the world's most entertaining fights. It's easy to see that Wilder had a successful boxing career, coming from the bottom before rising to the top, giving the fans a highlight reel of knockouts. If you liked the video, make sure to click the like button, and if you disliked the video, make sure to hit the dislike button. But as always, have a great day.